Hello and welcome back to Transparent.
We are back.
Yes, we are. Back with a second episode in this new setup right here.
Yes.
We hope you're watching, not all the time, but maybe I can catch a little glimpse of what we've built here. We built this with our bare hands.
Yes.
Personally, I don't like watching, or I don't watch podcasts. I just listen to them while I do other things.
Right.
So,
But I think, honestly, I feel like a lot of people enjoy the video aspect of it.
yeah, but I'm like, when do you sit and watch an entire podcast episode?
Well,
I feel like it's not as entertaining as like, okay, just a normal YouTube video or a TV show. Maybe you just have it on in the background, but then I'm like, well, then you might as well just have headphones
Right.
and just listen.
I mean, I feel like maybe some people, they need like because I know a lot of people, they enjoy seeing people's lips when they're talking because it's easier to understand or like kind of be in the moment of understanding what people are talking about.
Yeah.
Which I can understand.
Sometimes, well,
Do you understand?
I
Do you understand?
don't.
Oh.
No. No, but sometimes I've listened to podcasts where you can't see their faces, or there's just like a picture, but you can't see their faces on the picture.
Right.
So you just listen to it and then just have to imagine what they look like.
Right.
And I don't like that. But because then when I actually see them, if I like go on to their social media or something, then I'm like, oh.
That was not what I thought.
Not like, but more like, this is not what I imagined.
Right,
I feel like
okay.
it's the same where people read books and then they watch the film and they're like, oh, that's not
that's
at all
not-
what I imagined. It's kind of the same thing.
I can see that being the case. That's fair.
So now you can always see us, so you don't have to imagine.
Yeah.
But I wonder if someone heard us without seeing us, what they would imagine.
Yeah. I hope it's not a disappointing view.
They're like, oh.
I hope not, but you never
I'll
know.
just continue listening without the video.
Right. Fair enough.
Yes.
I mean, hey, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Looking at you. What?
What? You're just looking at the camera the entire time instead.
Imagine. I feel like that it's so like I find it hard balancing like between whether I should look at the camera or whether I should look at you.
Me too.
Because I personally find it easier to talk when I'm looking at the person to talk. That's another topic. Hey, when I look at somebody, tuck it all back.
Looking
No,
in the eyes
not
while I'm
like-
doing that.
I mean, I'm sure some people are into that.
Yeah.
Definitely a chaser or two might like that. If you want a chaser,
But what were you gonna say?
I did no, but like I find it easier to talk to somebody while I'm looking at them, rather than look at a camera and being like, "Hey, so Benji, what do you think about today?" Like, you know what I mean? It's weird. To
it was
me.
easier, or like not easier, but I guess you didn't have to think about the camera in the first episodes when we just had audio.
Right? Exactly.
And I was like, sometimes I forget that the camera is there, kind of. So I'm like, oh, right.
Oh my
but
God.
then maybe not everyone's watching, so it doesn't matter that much.
It's okay.
Yep.
Anyway,
Anyways, welcome to today's episode. We're gonna have a lot to talk about. We're gonna get into a specific important subject that you'll hear about later.
no. So strap in us. We're gonna get ready for a good time.
And a good ride.
We're about to get into it.
So, what were you doing this weekend?
Me? Oh my God, what a great question. I wasn't doing that much. On Friday, I had a bit of a chill day, kind of just relaxed at home. Yeah.
Alone.
Anyway, so then on Saturday, however, I got ready, or like I just kind of woke up, chilled a bit, got some, or like did some stuff at home.
Yeah.
Actually Friday, on top of
On top of just chilling at home.
just chilling at home alone, I unpacked like most of the apartment. Like I had a bunch of stuff on the floor and everything on the Friday, and then I was like, no, I'm not doing this anymore because I had been a little bit lazy about unpacking. So then I just had like a ADHD moment, and I just
Nice.
carried and just unpacked. On Saturday, I went and had like an Easter dinner kind of
All right,
situation.
it was Easter.
Yeah, with my family. It was nice. It was cozy.
Did you get any candy? Easter candy?
Easter candy? No, I did not.
I'm gonna know how early or how late we post this episode because it was just
Right.
Easter and it's gonna be like 2 weeks after.
That's
But,
true.
Yeah.
That's okay. But it was nice. It was cozy. Like the only thing was that I have to go leave some tests for my ADHD medication. So I can't really drink that much the days leading up to it because I don't want to seem like an alcoholic to them. So I did not drink that day because even if you have like one day of drinking where it's like you drink multiple glasses, it's gonna kind of
Okay.
not ruin the results, but it's gonna be a little bit like, okay, maybe what's going on here?
Yeah. Okay. They're gonna.
Yeah. So I didn't want to. I wanted to avoid that issue, so I just didn't drink. But I felt a little bit. I was a little bit like overstimulated. There was a lot of sound, la la la. But whatever. It was still cozy. I had a good time, and then I went home, and then I chilled. And
do you feel like drinking helps with your ADHD? Like you get like more focused or calmer?
No. I wouldn't say it's kind of either or. Yeah, right. That's not a treatment plan I'm gonna propose to most people. It's definitely something that I don't necessarily feel either way about it. Does that make sense? I don't feel like it makes it worse. I don't feel like it makes it better.
Yeah.
I mean, if I were to drink, like I don't drink that often. That's the thing. I drink every now and then, and I have a good time, but I don't drink that much. So I haven't felt like an effect from alcohol, like in that way. Kind of. What did you do this weekend?
I was celebrating Easter at my country house. And we were like planning on digging in the ground because we were putting in like a sewage system. But the weather was fucking horrible. It was raining. It was snowing.
Yeah, it was so weird.
Yeah, and like so windy. It was horrible outside, and we got all muddy and nasty. Ooh. It was still fun, like cozy to see all of them, and like I still felt like I needed it because even though you're working like in the field, it's still different from work, like my work, because then I was just focusing on I have to dig up this fucking mud, you know, which was so nice to be like out in nature.
Right.
Yes. But then like something that I've noticed, and like I don't like talking too much about my family like on the podcast. I don't want to like, what if they listen or stuff like that? I know that my sister listens, but I just sometimes I think that they have a hard time like asking me questions and stuff about my transness or like paying attention to it because I think they do it out of respect or like that they don't want to be pushy. They want to be really, really careful because maybe I don't want to talk about things. So then they just kind of avoid it or like, it's not like I bring it up either because I'm super shy. Like I don't talk, which I also think contributes to them like not asking me or not pointing it out. Like, which has been something that I noticed a lot when I started tea, that I came there and like my voice was 10 times deeper than last time, but no one said anything. And I think, like I said, they do it because like out of respect to me, and like they don't want to treat me differently than the other guys, which I really appreciate. And I think I see what their intentions are behind it. But for me, then it also feels like they don't care, if that makes sense. Or that like now when I see other like teenage boys, just teenage boys, I'm not a teenage boy. Then when they start tea,
oh my God.
When they enter puberty, is like, you know how everyone's always, oh my God, your voice has gotten so deep, or like, oh, you grew so much this summer. Like everyone always like in your family comments on it. And for me, I felt like I'd never got that, or like it was more like ignored, if that makes sense. But I also didn't bring it up myself, but I didn't bring it up myself because I feel like they don't care, if that makes sense. So that just kind of just ends up being something that you don't really talk about. I felt that like I knew that some people in my family talked about it, like my mom and stuff, but not it wasn't as much as I hoped or imagined, I think. And then now that I've had top surgery and stuff, is also like something that we haven't talked about at all. Like I talk about it with my dad on the phone, with my mom, but like in this, like at the country house, we're like a bigger family. It's not my blood related family. It's more like my dad's, what do you say? Life partner's family, but we're really close. It's like basically my own family. And there it's like, we don't really talk about it at all. I feel like, and I feel too awkward to bring it up
I get that though.
Because I'm also like, if anyone else here had like a surgery or something, we would definitely talk about it. But because I'm trans, it's like, we want to be a bit careful. And then I just feel like weird, or I don't know. Do you get what I mean?
I get that.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes it's hard because I think that a lot of people who are not trans, they don't really know how to approach it without like, there's not enough of like them actually wanting to educate themselves enough to know how to talk about it, which is kind of an issue. But then there's also like they don't know how to approach it, so then they just don't talk about it, kind of. And that ends up just being like a little bit like, okay. I mean, it's hard because it becomes like, it is a big part of your life. It's not the only part, so you don't want to be talking about it constantly. Yeah. But it is a big part still. So it's like weird. It becomes like this kind of like, I don't know. Do they care? Do they not care? Situation. It can be a bit weird navigating how that feels for yourself too. Like, I don't know.
Exactly. Because I don't want them necessarily to treat me differently than the other guys. But now, obviously, I'm not cis. So then it feels... Then I guess it feels like my transness is just being ignored. And like, they don't want to educate themselves or about how I live my life and the things that I have to think about, like in society, for example, when I'm out and about and stuff like that. Which, like I said, I also have a hard time bringing up in the first place. But still, I also don't want to be the person who's like, so this is what's going on in the world right now, you know?
I get that. Yeah, I know the feeling. I know what you mean. Like it's weird because also like, because I have done the thing of like actually bringing those kind of things up, but it's like they don't understand. So then the conversation just kind of ends with my statement, and then it's like, so what else is up with you? Yeah, kind of, because they don't know what to say or what else to add.
I think it's also because it becomes weird. Are so awkward. Like extremely. They don't want to step on your toes. Like
I get that.
Super careful with that, which I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the thing is like, I guess in a way, rather that than them saying f***ed up shit, of course. So it's like there's that level to it, but it's still like it becomes weird when it's like a big part of your life, where like you've had a life altering, amazing surgery that has helped you, and then you don't even feel like they want to ask about it. It becomes a little bit like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get that. Like that, it's a little almost kind of dismissive of your life.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
So.
But like I said, I understand where they're coming from. And I guess it's something that I could bring up and be like, so could you ask me more questions? But I don't know. I'm also, like I said, I'm not the most social person there. Or like, I'm not all social. So like,
it's hard to also ask people to ask you things, like it feels a little bit like, so can you please ask me questions? Yeah, like it's not a nice feeling. That. Like you want it to be kind of more automatic in a way.
Yes, I guess it might be if I start talking about it, and then they're gonna ask follow-up questions. But yeah, I was gonna say something else. Right, I'm also like super grateful that they're accepting in the first place. I don't want to disregard that, but it's just still something that is making it hard for me to be there for like a long time, because I know I don't feel like a part of the cis guys, like all my brothers or bonus brothers, but I also don't feel like, I don't know, it's weird.
But it's also weird being like one of the only people who's like queer or trans in a group of a lot of people, and also like I find that hard. Like, I think that's something I struggle with myself. I do have a hard time being around cis-het people.
Yeah.
I really do.
Usually I don't, like, if it's just for a while, I don't think about it. But now that it's for multiple days, after a while, I'm like, oh, I'm the only trans person here. Like, I can always talk to my girlfriend if she's there. And I could talk to like my sister and my dad if I had to. But it's still like, okay, there's no one here near me who understands, or like, I don't know. I just sometimes just feel like an alien, I
think that's very common though. I feel like if anything, like it's very common to feel very lonely being trans. I have to say, like, I do feel that quite often. I'm like, feel very alone in it. It's like I can be in a room full of people, but still feel like the only person who is the way I am. Even I mean, even sometimes around other trans people, depending on how they are as trans people.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like, because there are certain experiences that are just hard to get and grasp, and social nuances to pick up on if you're not trans, and experiencing those things alone can be a little bit like, ooh.
Yeah, and just things that I think about when I'm there, when I'm around my family, and then I'm like, if I was with you or something, I would just bring it up right away. But now I don't feel like I can, and just there's so many little things.
Do you have any specific examples of like?
I mean, I have a hard time, like, for example, if I'm changing or if I'm just like walking from my room there in the country house to the bathroom, I don't feel like I can go shirtless even now after top surgery, just because I don't know. I still feel like I feel like the cis guys can do it, but I still can't because it's I don't know why, but it's like
I get that.
Or like I don't want to walk in like my boxers because I still feel like it's weird or somehow. But I also think it's because I transitioned so late and I've been there so many times pre-transition.
I think so
in a
too,
bikini,
yeah.
so it just like I don't know. I think it's gonna take time, and I just have to start doing it. But and then there's also like usually when we're at the country house, we have like we do things in the garden, or like this time we were digging, and then everyone has different assignments, and usually like my dad and all my brothers kind of do one thing, and then the girls do something else. And then I always want to go to the girls because I feel more comfortable there, and I just enjoy my time more when I'm with them, and I feel more lost and like awkward with the guys. So then I just tend to be with the girls, but then I just feel dysphoric, and I'm like, now maybe the guys will see me as less of a man because I'm with the girls.
Right.
And this time it was me, my sister, and Shalmi, my girlfriend, and then we were building something. I don't remember. And then one of the older men, who's also a part of the family, went to us and he's like, "How's it going, girls?" Or no, he said like, "You're doing a good job, girls," or something. I was like, "Oh," and I don't know if it was he was talking just with my sister and my girlfriend, or he just forgot that. Like, I don't know, because it's like I have never experienced that recently, so it's just like, what the fuck?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I get that. Like being grouped in with other people, like. Sometimes even if the person's intention is to talk about the other two people that are there, but they still are saying it in your general direction.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
But then I just also start overthinking. I'm like, okay, if I was one of my brothers, would he still say it? Or then I feel like they would joke about it. I'd be like, what are you saying? You know? But I don't know.
Yeah.
There's just so much happening, like thinking all the time.
Internally.
Even like, oh, what should I pick to drink? What are they drinking? What are they drinking?
Okay.
Stuff like that.
I get that. I feel like if anything is like being trans is like a lot of small little things, like thinking about the way you sit, thinking about your mannerism, thinking about like what are the other people around me doing? What is acceptable? I can feel that way sometimes when I'm like, this has been more of like when I used to work at my old job, but if everybody was ordering food and I was like the only one ordering something other than a salad, then I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
I get that.
You know, like small little things like that. Like, am I gonna have to, do I have to order a fucking salad just to be seen as like womanly?
Yeah.
That's fucked up to me.
Yeah, for sure. But it is small things like that.
Yeah. And it depends so much about what group of people you're around too.
Yeah.
Because I don't get triggered in that way if I'm with other friends. Because then I know what the vibe is. I know how they see me. I know where their thoughts are. I don't know that with other people. Sometimes I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And then sometimes like a sneaky little comment like that will make me overthink as well. I'm like, oh, okay. So now I do have to think about that. Even though I don't want to. But then I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So I get that. I feel you. Would have felt the same.
Because it's even like if someone's like affirms me with my gender, they're like, oh, dude, or something. I don't know. And then I feel weird because I'm like, I know you're doing it to show that you see me as a man, but it didn't come natural.
Exactly.
But
It's
then
a little
also some
hesitant.
people avoid it, which is also not good. But then I'm like, maybe I'm just overthinking this, and maybe they're not even paying attention to what they're saying.
But sometimes it's also like I think about that too, because there are a lot of times at my previous job, for example, I noticed a pattern of people just saying my name rather than using my pronouns. Always. Like actively avoided saying pronouns because they were like
That's tough.
weird about it.
Then they're like thinking, then they know and they're thinking about it.
Exactly. But they can't just respect it and just say
Yeah.
the right thing. So
Yeah.
that's like, yeah, okay. But it does, like, sometimes that is actually the case. Because in that case, in that situation, I did feel that. It was for 3 years.
Yeah.
Mind you.
Yeah.
In some scenarios like that, then it's like a little harder to tell. You don't really know, but it's not always in our heads.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is. It's like hard to figure out where the line goes.
Yeah.
But it becomes so easy to overthink.
Yeah. I think also, like, do you remember when we were in Midsummer and then you were with the group of girls? You had to do a song together as like part of the Midsummer thing. We always do like different games. And then the song you came up with, or not you specifically, but your group was like, we're 5 girls. Like,
yeah. And I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels a little overcompensational sometimes. Yeah. Like, oh, it's a little too much.
Yeah. But it's still like, okay, it's coming from a nice place. That they're like, okay, we're going to show you that we see you.
Yeah.
Which is nice, but then I guess they don't know how to go about it. But yeah, then it becomes too much.
But then it's like I don't want to fault anyone for trying. Like that is nice. Like that. Yeah. I mean, it was nice in the moment, but it was a little bit like I felt a little bit like, ooh.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Because I feel the same.
Yeah.
In those settings, when someone in front of everyone else, because we had to like perform these songs in front of everyone.
Yeah, and honestly.
And then, yeah, if someone would do that with me, I'd feel awkward in the sense of everyone knows why, or like everyone's thinking about it.
It's like a spotlight on you.
Yeah.
Like, here's the tree.
Remember, see her as a girl.
Yeah, exactly. So that it can get a little uncomfortable at times. Of course, rather this than have people not accept it and not do anything.
Yes,
but
rather that than your coworkers.
It's that like little line that's a little bit like, ooh, okay, it's, ooh,
yeah.
You know, I don't know.
But then you don't know what to do because it's not like they're not doing anything wrong necessarily. It's just an uncomfortable moment, I guess.
I just love spending time around queer and trans people.
Yeah.
It really is such a difference. And I think you and I have really modeled our lives after that at this point. Like our friendship groups are nowhere near straight, nowhere near cis.
Yeah.
There are some, and they're like the minority.
Yeah.
Like, if anything.
I still like...
And I like that.
Sometimes I like... Or maybe just like one night sometimes I like hanging out with hetero straight people. Or
hetero straight people. Double up.
Straight people.
Would that make them gay eventually? Because it's like a
hetero straight.
1 + 1 = 2 kind of situation? Or how do you see it? Or they just straight?
They just extra straight.
Oh, extra straight.
No, but sometimes I find it like fun.
Yeah.
In a different way because it's like interesting, you know.
I get that.
And as long as they're not disrespectful, which usually, at least in the people that I know, they're never disrespectful. They're never anything like that. It's just uneducated, I guess.
For sure.
But then sometimes that's why I like when they ask me questions because then it's not like I ever feel like, why are you asking me this? Why are we talking about me being trans? I feel like, sure, we can talk about that if that's something you want. Like, I don't care.
Yeah. If the tone is respectful and nice and like the environment feels safe, then sure. Yeah. Absolutely. If it's what do you have between your legs?
No, not that way.
I don't like that. That's a different story. Yeah. But I can feel the difference also. Like, do you feel like there's a big difference between going to queer clubs, queer spaces versus going to straight clubs straight spaces, because I personally, when it comes to that, I kind of prefer going to straight clubs, straight places than queer spaces sometimes. Actually, kind of most of the time when it comes to a clubbing sense. However, then I want to be there with my friends who are like, at least like with a few people who are, you know, also queer or trans or something.
Yeah, I guess it depends what straight club or queer club or
yeah, for sure, of course, but you get what I mean. Like,
I don't think I care that much.
I get that. But like for me, I don't necessarily love going to like a secret garden kind of situation where it's just a very, very, very gay club or gay bar.
Yeah, that is very like, gay.
Yeah,
it's not very queer.
Like, no,
it's more gay.
Yeah, exactly. That to me is like not the vibe. But then I prefer I like Debaser, for example, when it's like we're talking about different bars and clubs in Stockholm, but this is one like Debaser I like because then it's like it's kind of like a nice mix. They have nights that are different depending on when you go. And it's usually kind of different people. That can be nice. I like that. It's a little bit of a mix kind of vibe.
Also, when I was at the country house, we were having dinner, and then they started talking about Harry Potter, the new TV show,
right?
That we've all heard about at this point.
And let's get into the topic.
And like they were talking about it, but no one was mentioning J.K. Rowling and how fucking transphobic she is and horrible. And like, my dad was like, oh, there's probably that they want more money out of it or something. And like, in situations like this is where I wish I was more outgoing, because I didn't say anything.
Right.
Because I just feel too awkward. I was planning on saying something. I was like, okay, I'm going to say it. And then my heart started pounding so fast. Thought it was going to jump out of my chest. And then I just can't, like, then I just freeze. Cause I'm like, if I say something right now, I'm going to have a heart attack. So then I just don't.
Right.
So yeah, then after a while, when I calmed down, the subject was over and we moved on. But it wasn't mentioned. I was like, oh, I should have like mentioned it. But I also kind of thought that someone else would know about it, because it's like
it's a big topic. Like, people know
I feel
about
like
it.
It's well known, and also they have someone very, very close to them that was my fingers.
Oh.
They have someone very close to them who is trans. So in my head, I'm like, okay, well then maybe it is something important to pay attention to. I don't know.
I get that. I get that. I also feel like if anything is like, especially when you have somebody in the family or a super close friend, or you have a lot of like trans friends, talking about that show is kind of like, are you
But honestly, if someone I knew watched Harry Potter, like the new show, I would feel a bit betrayed and like,
you know, you want to know the difference. I mean, there's a lot of different things to boycott, this and that. Like, there's a lot to keep track of. I get that.
Yeah.
However, with this, it's like she's specifically gone out and said that the funds made from this show is going to go towards like anti-trans foundations and so on and so forth that are for women's rights.
Yeah.
And that to me is just like, it's not even about her getting money. It's literally not even that. Like, if she just had her money, but she did not, like, if she was a transphobic person, but didn't actively work towards or work against trans rights in the way that she does, whatever.
It would be a bit different.
It would be a little bit different. Not whatever, but like it's a different scenario.
Yeah.
But the fact that she's fully gone out and said like, the money I make off of this is going towards that.
Yes. And it's very clear. It's like, she said this, and I feel like it's most people know about it.
Yes.
And then I'm like,
and the fact that people don't even consider it, to me, is a little bit like, okay,
yeah,
that's a bit, because I saw one of my close friends posted like, oh, I'm so excited for Harry Potter. I was like, okay, that's right. It's like that. You know, it's a little bit sad. Like, it becomes a little bit like, oh, really? We're doing that? That's the vibe. like, especially with this particular J.K. Rowling bitch. I'm so sorry. I have so little patience for that person. Mind you, you can build a fantasy world and make a fucking fortune off that has been like something that truly has actually, like, a lot of queer people love Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Like a lot of trans people love Harry Potter, and a lot of people can see themselves in that show, that series. Like, the books are like an escape for so many people. I loved the Harry Potter movies. Like, that is my childhood, truly. I've rewatched those movies countless times, but now I'm like, I can't, like, after the way she's been the last 2 years, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the actual motherfucking fuck? And it's so it's sad that it really stains like an amazing franchise. Otherwise, like, all the power to her when it comes to like the actual Harry Potter. Like, she did that. She did. But why the fuck do you have to ruin it with all of this fucking bullshit? It's so sad to me. It feels like it feels like a betrayal, and then it feels like a betrayal when other people are like, whatever, I don't care. I'm going to watch that anyway.
Yeah. It's like,
at least stream it illegally,
or
please.
Like, illegally?
At least stream it illegally, so she does not get any money from it. Yeah. Please, at least.
For sure. If you have
to watch it.
Yeah. But what did they say? Like, separate the artist from the art, or?
Yes.
But I feel like.
Yeah. I hate that.
No.
No. For me, as soon as like Nicki Minaj went down the rabbit hole, I was like, block on Spotify right now.
Yeah. Because even if it's like, I think some people also think like, okay, if I watch it, that's not going to be that much money. Like, if I'm only one person, if I do it.
The problem is everyone thinks that way.
Yes, exactly. So if that's the same with like environmental issues, like that's why every single person has to do something.
Exactly. Then I mean, corporation, whatever. That's a whole different topic. Like, corporations are the banishment of this fucking earth. But whatever. I mean, it's just it's crazy. It's unfortunate as fuck. I'm really sad that like this is the route that she's gone down, and I'm very sad to like it. I agree with you. It feels a little bit sad being around people who then don't consider that. And this goes for a lot of issues, like people ignoring, fucking like everything happening in the world, all the genocide happening right now, like all of this. And like, we can at least try. I understand like it's hard to boycott everything. There's so many companies to boycott at this point and so many different things, but we can all at least try our best, like do the actual best we can. And this is definitely
like,
a
do
topic.
some research at least.
Exactly.
Or if you read something, then read a little bit more about it.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's oof. I saw, speaking on this topic, it's like I saw one person the other day on TikTok. And it's like it kind of touches on the whole aspect of like separate the art from the artist. Not really the same, but her statement on TikTok. So mind you, a right-leaning person. It even said so in her hashtags and everything. Of course, a cis white blonde girl.
Yeah.
And her whole thing was, she said like, politics should just be politics. That was the first slide. And then I swiped through the slides, right? Because it was pictures with different statements. I'm going to read them because I screenshotted them.
Go ahead.
And I think this just kind of summarizes how some people see the issues, because it's like, I'll read it first. Okay. So she proceeds to write, mind you, this is the girl. Exactly the type of person you would imagine, right?
Yeah. So I didn't know it was in Swedish.
Yeah. It's a Swedish person. She's like, you shouldn't have to end friendships because you have a different political opinion. You shouldn't have to end up in like outsideness because you have a different political opinion. You shouldn't have to experience death threats for having a different political opinion. You should be able to discuss politics and accept different opinions despite having a different political opinion. you shouldn't be scared. You shouldn't have to be scared to tell people what you voted for because because they have a different political opinion. And then she ended it by saying politics should be politics. And to me, I commented on the TikTok actually, and I said something along the lines of, first of all, I said yikes, and then I said, this is a very privileged view on politics. The fact that, and I said, I'm very happy for you that this is the way that you are allowed to feel, because you're not in a position of people undermining and questioning and debating your entire existence every damn day. And the fact that you don't have to fight for your rights in the same way that other people have to do on a daily. Some people's actual existence is a political debate.
Yeah.
Trans people, immigrants, all of these things. And to me, to say that politics should just be politics and you shouldn't have to be worried about somebody ending a friendship with you because of what you vote. Are you dumb? Are you for real? You think I want to be friends with
politics.
Exactly.
And it's like your entire morals are completely fucked up.
You don't care that people are getting displaced and put on the street because of political things happening, like different laws, different bills being implemented. You don't care about people not having access to healthcare, not having access to housing, not having access to all of these things just because you have it well. What about the rest of the people around you? You don't care at all about what other people are experiencing? Like, that to me is just how? Because you want to pay a little bit less in taxes? Girl, come on. Girl, please. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
A similar topic was, I was talking to my mom, and she's had some issues with her hand, and she went to the doctor, and then it's been kind of slow, and then she started complaining to me about the healthcare system because it was so slow. Mind you, I have been waiting to get to the trans healthcare system in Sweden and Stockholm for over 3 years. And I was like, you haven't gotten an answer in 2 days and you're complaining? Are you serious? Mind you, and here's why I complained to her, because I'm like, you literally voted for the system that is making this become the norm.
You are literally privately then.
Yeah, exactly. You are literally voting to make sure that the budgets being proposed in this country do not benefit the healthcare system, and make sure that the queues are getting longer and longer and longer. You don't have a right to complain if that's what you voted. Yeah. And that's what these people are voting for. And then they're complaining, but they also have the nerve to say, but it doesn't affect me. So therefore, I'm going to vote for what benefits me. I don't care about what happens to you. And then you wonder why people don't want to be friends with you?
Especially if it's also someone who's close to you, then I can't understand.
Me neither.
Like, how can you vote for something that hurts them?
Exactly.
Then
but
you
it's
don't
wild.
care.
No.
Then, like, why should we be friends? Why should I care about you?
Exactly. No, that's how I feel. Because I'm like, okay, well, why should anyone care about what? Like, why would anyone want to be friends with you? Literally. So I think it's a very privileged thing to be able to say that.
I saw the video. Like, there's a Swedish trans girl who's recently on a podcast episode.
The one who's super, super passing?
Yes.
Haley?
And conservative. I saw you commented on something that someone else posted about her. And I just think it's so wild that how some trans people are like so conservative, and like, just like she said, she has a friend who's like the farthest to the right you can possibly be, basically. And I'm like, how can you be trans and be friends with someone like that?
I don't get it. I really don't get it. For me, that's not in my worldview. It's never gonna be. I never want that to be around me.
No.
And I can't separate what you vote and what your political opinions are from if you're nice or not to me as a person. That doesn't matter. You're actively voting against my rights and my friends' rights.
That's what I think is so hard also about when it's someone who's in your family, and it's like, okay, you can't just cut them off. Like, because then you have a stronger bond because of family and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
in those situations, I just find it so hard to oversee what they vote for and what their opinions are.
Yeah, like to see past that. I agree.
Yeah, oversee.
That's let's like watch over and like see what they're doing.
Okay, well,
See past.
Yes.
No, I'm the same. I have a really hard time with that. That's why I'm always like, when I'm around family, sometimes I'm like, I'm just gonna shut up because I know this is not gonna end well.
Yeah.
And I have fought with my mom and we have fought about politics many times. Many times. And we do not at all share the same political views. And I'm just like, it does not make sense to me because it does not benefit you either. None of what she votes for
your mom is
benefits
also an
her.
immigrant.
Literally, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, it doesn't make sense. But some people are so ingrained in what they have heard from other people, or they get stuck in these political bubbles, and then they can't ever leave that.
Yeah.
And they don't understand that what they're voting is not helpful to them or to anyone else.
Or just like influencers who also don't want to say their political opinion.
Yeah, I find it
like,
cringe.
Yeah.
Because then I often know that they're more conservative than they want to let on. Because it's all like, they know it's wrong. They know it's not it. And I know a lot of trans people also have like weird political opinions. And I'm like, I have an understanding because I think a lot of it comes from unresolved issues from their own transition. And a lot of times it's also like they get to a point where they just see themselves as a cis woman, for example, or just see themselves as a cis person. And let's be real, also, a lot of times it has more to do with the fact that they're rich, white, and privileged than the transness. That's a big...
like transitioned early so that they're super passing.
Yeah. That's a big aspect to it. And that to me is just like, girl, what the fuck? Are you dumb? To me, I'm just like, if I see that from somebody, I will just assume that you are not that intelligent. So sorry to say. But you have not worked through your shit. You have not worked through your trauma. You have not worked through anything. That to me is very sad to see. And that's something that I was very like, all throughout my transition, all the way leading up to this, from the beginning, from the start, I did not want to take in senior, very passing, conservative opinions from trans women like that, because I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's healthy for other people. I don't think it's healthy to them. And I definitely don't think it does jack shit for trans people's rights in society. Not at all. And I think it's sad to see. Another aspect of it is that they would not have had the rights they have today if we all would have been a conservative group of people. This never would have happened. They would not have had access to all of the things that made them who they are today.
Yeah.
So you are literally just making it much harder for people around you who want to do what you had the privilege to do, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So all in all, keep in mind what you are consuming media-wise. Like, I think it's important to be mindful of what you take in, what kind of opinions and where they're coming from, and like be very critical of the information that you read online and like actually look into it more. Think about like, okay, where is this coming from? Why are people acting this way? How do I avoid getting into that? Because there's so many more layers to it, and have some damn fucking compassion.
Yeah.
Honestly, think more with your damn heart than your head sometimes. And actually, you'll realize that actually the head is very sound when you think with the heart at the same time. Yeah. There is a reason why most people who are conservative also have lower IQs. And I'm going to leave it at that. So, moving on
to the listener's question for the episode. The listener's question of the episode is... Hi, my name is Nikki and I have a question. Okay, so last June/May, I came out as trans FTM and cut my hair really short and told most of my friends and my parents. I felt really, really good and felt like I finally found myself. After a while, I felt like maybe it was just a phase since I started liking a boy who said he only likes girls, so I let my hair grow and told my parents and friends it was just a phase. Now that me and the boy are over, I feel the strong urge to go back to being a boy since it felt like truly me. But what if it's a phase again? I love you too, by the way, and thank you for making it feel a little bit more like home.
Oh.
Oh,
Love you too. Cute.
yes.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Not that's a lot, but like that, I can see that. Like, I feel like it's so easy to get caught up in people around you, and like people have a big impact on us that we sometimes don't even realize ourselves.
Like, what are they gonna think about me? What if this and that? Are they gonna approve?
Yeah. And also just like if you start dating somebody and they want you to be a certain way, I feel like it's so easy to get wrapped up in that.
Yeah.
And it's oftentimes when we do spend time on our own that we realize like, okay, what is me and what people want from me?
Yeah.
There's a big difference sometimes. And it is something that like you have to like really sit with your own emotions and your own thoughts and like own feelings about stuff to kind of figure out who you are. I always say that like you shouldn't be in a relationship and base who you are off of who you're with. You should, if you're going to enter a relationship, you should be you. You should have had time to experience who you are and build that up. And the person you're dating should be an addition in your life, not your reason to be who you are.
Yeah.
And that's a big difference.
And also notice if your partner tries to tell you that they want you, maybe they don't tell to your face like, I want you to be like this, but maybe sometimes if they give small comments or stuff like that,
Yeah.
be mindful, because I mean, if you're with someone who loves you for who you are, which you should be, that's
the
bare
goal.
minimum.
Yeah.
Then they shouldn't want you to be different.
Yeah, exactly.
It's different if it's like, oh, you look so hot in these pants or something, or like, oh, I wonder what you would look like in this hair. But if it's like too much, or if it's the same thing,
or if it's like, it could be like, for example, an example, an example.
Okay.
An example of this could be like if they only comment good things about when you're more feminine, like,
Yeah.
for example, that could be like a good indicator of like, okay, they only like you in a certain light, and maybe that's not necessarily the way you actually feel comfortable. And that could be a good indicator of like, this might not be the right vibe for me because I don't get to be myself.
Or
And
bring that up. Like, I feel like you only compliment me when I look like this, or I feel like you want me to look a certain way that I necessarily don't want to look.
yeah,
Is an important discussion to have.
for sure.
Like, if it still seems like they want you to change, then you just gotta end it.
Yeah.
Be strong.
Because that's important. Like, you really have to figure out who you are and love yourself for yourself.
But I also think, like, I don't necessarily think that you have to have figured yourself out or found yourself fully before entering a relationship. Like, I was with my girlfriend before I even transitioned, and I have a different style and express myself differently now.
Yeah.
But she has always expressed that she thinks I'm attractive no matter what.
Exactly. I mean,
in all my different phases, I've never felt her attraction changing, or she's never said any weird comments or stuff like that. But if I feel like that, then I say something.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that, I mean, that's not I don't think it's a bad thing to be in a relationship and want to start your transition then. Like, as long as you're with a respectful and loving partner who will like be attracted to you regardless, then that's fine. Like that part, you can also grow in a relationship and grow with a partner. That's not the issue. But if it's somebody holding you back from becoming who you are, that's a different story. Then that might be something you have to actually consider of like, okay, this is not helping. This is not working.
But now in this case, also they're over.
Yeah.
And now I think like this person is
scared it's a phase.
Yeah, or scared it's a phase, and maybe if they come out again, what if it's a phase and then they have to say it's a phase again? Like,
yeah. But there's no time limit, and there's no one time only situation with this. Like, you are free to explore and you are free to figure out who you are And there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's very easy to get caught up in how other people will think about you or be like, oh, it's probably just bullshit because last time it was bullshit.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't have to be the case. Like if you're feeling those feelings again, there's probably a reason for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's just like, okay, explore it again. Maybe you don't have to come out as trans again. Maybe you can just say, if you feel comfortable and safe doing so, that, oh, I'm thinking about this again. I think, like, just explain what you wrote.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I kind of changed because of this guy, but now I want to explore again, maybe try these things or
exactly
whatever works.
Yeah.
It's also hard to know like how comfortable some people feel with their friends and families and stuff, but
I agree.
Hopefully that was a good enough answer.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna wrap it up. That was it.
Like a condom on a penis.
Oh. No.
Stay safe, kids. Hey.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode. Please leave a comment and rate the podcast on Spotify, or maybe you can rate it on like Apple Podcasts too. I don't even know.
Yes,
do we have ratings there?
Yes,
I haven't
we do.
seen.
I think it's 5 stars.
Oh,
I think
well, we have about like 4 point something on
4.9
on Spotify.
Spotify.
Get us to 5. Come on.
We got this. We got
But
this.
I think whatever, doesn't matter. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this episode. We love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.